evening to you and yours. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the Indiana Pacers. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Out to the right wing. Goodman. Nice shot from the wing.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Now here's Rose. Defense is right there. And it's Brooks in the corner. Baseline try. That one a little long. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Yao kicks to Rose. It's tipped. Here's Slaughter. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And stolen by Yao. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Brooks in the corner. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Yao with the block. Ball's not loose. Defended by Yao. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Driving inside. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's McKinley. Back to Rose. Inside. And Yao slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, you've got to keep Yao Ming out of the paint. Guy is just too big and too strong and has too good a touch to let him catch it that close.
Releases. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Goodman. Hands it from downtown. He's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's McKinley. No points in the game yet for him.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Pass to Goodman. Shoots. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. Pacers trail by 4. Passes to Yao. And they'll get another chance. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Here's Mikhailu. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds.
Number 17.
They look strong here in the early going.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
The pass to Yao. There's Rose with the 3. Offensive rebound, Pacers. And they recover.
Number 34. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the visitors. 6-point game. Pass to Brooks. Lets it go with a 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Pass to Gooden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Indiana Pacers.
That's his second.
Trailing by 4.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Mikhailu. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out to Brooks. No good on the 3. And they're running. Good. The shot from 20 feet away. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Pacers trail by 6. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Coming out of the corner. Come on to get loud for your pace mates. All right, fans, that was your pace mates. Make some noise, fans.
Now the pass to Rose. No good with the layup.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Out to the right wing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. That's tipped.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Down low.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
It's Brooks on the wing. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Gooden. to the left side wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Over to the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 11. And it's Brooks in the corner. Left side Rose. Back to Brooks. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Mikhailu. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Pass to Good. To the inside. Brooks covering. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Mikhailu. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Brooks covering. To the right side. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he plays with swagger, and when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
The Pacers making a switch here. Campazzo's checked in. Looking to get back on track here. He's covered by Rose.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 10.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And it's Rose with the ball for Indiana. It's a 10-point game. Into the lane and finished off by Rose.
You know, once he starts going down here, Rose is impossible to stop. He doesn't settle for simple layups. He's throwing that thing down.
Swiped away. And here's the fast break. From downtown, and Indiana, another 3.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure, and then get some runouts.
He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brooks, and it's denied. They recover it.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now here's Rose. He's got 7. They shoot again. No good on the layup.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
He's covered by Rose. Pacers with the rebound. Deflects the pass. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks with no one around. Off target from outside. Here's Goodman, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana, got Rose, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. Moves back up. Makes it off the glass. He's got 12.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Rose. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
You know, you can't let Rose get this close because when you do, he's going to cook you.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Knocked away. Pushing it up. A pull-up. They get it again. Brooks covering. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Indiana ball.
Pacers trail by 5. Campazzo, the pass to Bitadze. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Rose looking around and finished off by Rose.
I really love when Rose goes hard like this, guys. I mean, still, even after the injuries, showing no fear.
Takes it inside, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Number 11.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now here's Rose. 11 points in the game. Bitadze, the pass to Campazzo. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Brooks covering. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. On the money from 12 feet away. He's got 16. Pacers trail by 8. So the pass to Brooks. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Eubanks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. One-on-one fast break. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
And the Pacers call time here.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
To the paint, here's Brooks. Comes up empty down low.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Over to the left wing. Brooks covering. No good on that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
Number 34. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 15.
Pacers trail by 12. Rose passes to Eubanks. Floats it up for Rose. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Brooks outside. Got a piece of it. And here's the break. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
The Pacers making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Timeout called the Pacers.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Pacers trail by 17. Brooks outside. Shot to stop the run. They get a hand on it. And the pass to Campazzo. 5 to shoot. Out to Brooks. Fires from deep. Indiana again missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Mikhailuk. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Brooks is good for 3.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Fast break. Here we go. Great look, but off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him.
Going inside.
Number 17.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. He's a brave man. You're risking life and limb trying to move like that.
He couldn't pass it up, though, right? Letting it all go.
You know, that's exactly what the fans love to see, guys. I mean, they're paying good money, big money. They want wins, but they also want to be entertained.
Brooks from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Brooks has got 8 points in the quarter.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Inside. Off target at the rim. Three-pointer. And they get it back. Pass to Goodman. Second chance shot. Shot clock at 5. From deep. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers trail by 16. Brooks, left side. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Here's Mikhailuk. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. With the drive, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Number 24.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there,
Number
guys.
17.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Campazzo, the pass to Brooks. Here's Mikhailuk. Indiana moving it around. To the middle. Here's Eubanks. No good again that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Passes it to Gooden. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Indiana. Pacers trail by 20. Campazzo, the pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Eubanks. That shot is off. To the wing right side. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 26 points for him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Eubanks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet for him.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for your Pacers, Yao Ming.
On defense, the visitors. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And there's the drive. Just 5 to shoot. Brooks misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Number 24.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Knocks it loose. There's the pass to Gooden. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pass to Brooks. To the inside. Got a piece of it. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Checking in for the away team, number 34.
Right wing. Pass to Gooden. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Number 24.
And that's foul number 2.
And
maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Indiana again turning it over.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 16.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Yao. That's tipped. And they're on the break. And there's the pass to Gooden. Brooks covering. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. 25 points in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
And they get it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for Indiana.
And he shows the focus there and nails the technical.
And Ming, boy, I tell you, this guy is so big. He's a dominant force who also has a touch that belies his size. This guy is a real force at both ends.
That one doesn't drop. Brooks covering. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what's your future?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Now the Pacers with it, and on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Rose goes in. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Rose excels at driving and controlling his body in the air. A unique blend of power and athleticism.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Mikhailu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
You've got to be on exactly the same page to connect on that long of an alley-oop.
Yeah, and even then, it's a tough play.
I tell you what, guys, the pass and catch, both next to impossible.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Stolen. Here's the break. Pulls up for 3. Goes up. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. 30 points in the game.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Out to Brooks. Six on the shot clock. Nasty out. Here's Slaughter. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Shoots from the baseline, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Right side Rose. It's deflected.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's the drive, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pass to Rose. Here's McKyler. Can they get it? It's blocked, and they'll get another chance. Here's Brooks. The offensive rebound. Yao. Yes, that goes in. Yao's got 5. Brooks covering. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And here's the fast break. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with
Number 24.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
That one drops for him.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And this is how you want to come out of it.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Number 17.
Scola. He's checked in for Indiana.
Foul. Second team foul. Onto the court for the Pacers. Luki Scola.
Outside Rose. It's tipped. They retain possession.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Indiana.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Another steal. Passes to Rose. Nifty move. And it's blocked.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
From deep. Can't get the putback.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
They get the rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. He has 40.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Brooks for 3. Tries again. No good from Yao. Driving in. It's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
It's Brooks on the wing. Will it go? Uses both hands to slam it down.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Tipped away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's
what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Goes up again. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
3 on the clock. Tries yet again. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And they're pushing it up. Up the floor to the left wing. Guarded by Scola. Here's Goodman. The Pacers pull it in. Rose has got 4 rebounds in this game. Luke passes to Scola. It's deflected. Here he goes. Scooped up. The pass to Goodman. The second chance effort. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. To end the cold streak, Brooks misses in close. Here's Mikhailuk. Out to the right wing. Now here is Yao. He's tightly guarded. Let's go. Can't nail the jumper.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And it's good off the back rim and in.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Rebound by Yao. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
The layup off target.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And it's Rose penetrating. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. The Pacers making a change here. Campazzo's checked in. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Yao, the pass to Scola. Campazzo. Indiana again missing. And he jams it with authority.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Rose passes to Brooks.
Away team foul. Number 17. That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's Yao. He's got 6. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Brooks. He's off on that one.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Pass to Goodman. And there it is for him.
Assisted by
22 points for him.
17.
Assists like that have typified their... a terrific ball movement.
really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Yeah, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Pacers ball.
Toga Bitadze is checked in for Luis Scola. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Campazzo. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a 1. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guard movement, but if we dribble, they got one.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Eduardo Nájera, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. It's good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
That's tipped. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise. It's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their efforts.
Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Got a hand on it. And another shot. And the shot is long. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Thomas is running. And so Indiana
44.
over to the wing for 3. Pacers with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Picked off in midair. The finish. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Ripped away. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Bitadze, the pass to Thomas. Again, Thomas missing.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Driving to the basket.
Number 17.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one hand.
On the bucket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
And the first one drops.
Number 17.
And he makes both free throws. Here is Nakara. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Number 24.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Campazzo, the pass to Thomas. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Bielitsa, who checks in for Campazzo.
3 points.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Down low, and they get it. Thomas, good.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
And it's blocked, and they recover it. They get it back. This one for 3 connects from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
He's covered by Bielitsa. The pass to Gooden. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Knocked loose. Inside. Here's Eubanks. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Goodman. He's covered by Bielitsa. Kept alive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result. That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls,
that's his second.
Yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Number 17 at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Pacers. Pass to Eubanks. Scola with it. Off with the layup. Tries it from 9. That one doesn't go. And Indiana will come the other way. Nahara kicks to Scola. Pass to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Here's Nahara. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Outside Thomas. Clock at 4. Takes a 3.
And pressing a bit here. Down in the game. Trying to use the three-point shot to get back into it. And instead it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And the pass to Bielitsa. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And stolen by Thomas. Here is Nahara. Pass to Thomas. No good.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And it's in there. And so here is Indiana. Poked away. Here we go, one-on-one. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Defensively, you've got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back. I mean, you got to sprint back. can't jog back.
And that one misses.
For the Pacers.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
The Pacers making a change here. Poirier's checked in.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection.
I want to talk about those incredibly soft suction cup hands there, not only to make the catch, but to lay it in, too.
All sorts of time. They get it back.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
That's tipped. Passes it to Goodman. To the wing on the left. To the middle. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And here we go. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Thomas. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Poirier grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And a fast break now. The Pacers. Here's Nahara. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. There's 47 seconds left in the game. The layup off target. Hits it from three-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
Driving the ball.
Are you kidding me? Woo!
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Here's Goodman. It's off. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way that